Okay, perfect. Right, so we are recording. Excellent. Right, evening all. Are we all okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent. Right. So as you well know, we started to do this on Tuesday, but we were unable to record. So we've got quite a bit to get through tonight. It took me 2 days to clip these highlights. And even though both performances are excellent, there's still a bit to look at. There's some very good bits as well. Shall we get going?
Yeah. Yeah, might as well.
Okay, can we all see that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okie dokie. Right. So this is Belmont Wanderers, which was last Wednesday, officially known as the Fitzboy Derby. So there's quite a bit to get through, and we'll just, as we did with the last game with South Somerset, Liam and I will add our bits, and then we'll ask some questions, and then just move on to the next one. I think fair to say it was a physical game, and I think we more than matched. Martin, were they under 16s?
Under 15. Same as year group.
Okay.
Yeah, so under 16 next season. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So okay.
That would make sense because their centre forward was about twice my height. So
I think I saw him in the boat yesterday as well. Right, so we will go into the first clip. We can all see this, can we?
Yeah.
So we, from the off, within 2 minutes, we win the ball here from Sam. Ryan is about to get on the ball. Now, if we can just play that back. Does Ryan scan there? I don't think he does. If he scans, what would happen if his body shape, in fact, we worked on this in training yesterday, didn't we, with Ollie? If Ryan scans there, what scans and shields, what are his options? Let's just run it on so you can see what he actually does. And he turns into traffic. So if he's shielding this ball, where can we go?
Give it back.
Yeah, give it back. Okay. But isn't there a player here just in front of Sam?
What is that? Your computer or Sam's computer? Yeah.
What would happen if he shields, turns and plays Chopper in? Anyone? So Ryan goes in and we lose that ball. You think it's a better option if he shields it and then plays it to his right so Chopper goes in on goal?
Yeah.
Yeah, can we play that forward? So if he scans, he knows Chopper's there. Their defender's going to close that ball in. If he shields that then from their defenders, plays Chopper in, Chopper's got to run in on goal. So it's just those little nuances that I think shows our awareness, and that for me is a grassroots type of build-up. Liam, would you agree with that, mate?
I would. The other option there as well is if he's touch tight with the defender as that ball comes in, he'll have the opportunity to roll him and get in himself. What actually happens is he kind of does neither, but that's absolutely fine because we can work on that.
Yeah. Okay, lads, just feel free to shout out, and the more participation we have, the better, really. This next one comes from Harry Bevan. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Perfect. So we've been talking a lot about playing out from the back, haven't we? And being calm, showing great strength and awareness. I think a few weeks ago, this ball would have been played down the channels. So here they come. Down our left, there goes Harry. Brilliantly wins the ball. We're getting back into shape quite nicely into a 4-5-1. Watch Kaya here. Is this Kaya here? Skip just pulls away. Now Chopper is on the half turn. Taking out 1, 2, 3, 4 of their players, and now we're in. Really good bit of play. Well done, Harry Bev. That's fantastic. Kaya comes away. Nice little ball in for Skip. Yeah, superb. Liam, do you want to add anything, mate?
No, it's exactly what we've been drilling, you know, week after week, is particularly with the defence, it is when you win the ball, be calm on the ball. Be calm on the ball. Scan, assess your options, play it simple. And the pleasing thing here was that Kaya, as the deep lie, was showing for the ball as well. And that's exactly what we need, because, you know, if the defence don't have options, then it will go down the channel. So making those options is what it's all about.
Yeah. And again, that switch from Skip. Superb. Okay. Anyone got any questions so far? No. Okay, right. So, ball into Tobes here. Simo eventually drops. If he sorts his feet out, we're out quicker. Everyone look where Kaya is there. And I think we started to cover it last night at the ranch, didn't we, Liam, as well? Because it happened again during the specific session. Anyone tell us how Kaya can help Simo here? How does his positioning help Simo's decision making? Anyone? What if Kaya was to drop in here? Does that make Simo's ball square and then we get out? Is that the option? I think so. And instead, oh, who was that?
Me.
Who's me? Hello?
It's Connor.
Connor, go on. What have you got to say, mate?
I was going to say, maybe if he dropped, he could... if Kaya, like, carried his man with him, he could drive forward.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, so that could happen. So Simo's in. Or if Kaya does drop into that space there, he's got time and space to build, hasn't he? So what does happen, because he doesn't drop, we lose the ball. Kaya wins it back. And again, do we help ourselves? How can Noah, and is that you, Harry, there? How can you help Kaya on the ball there, do you think?
Drop back.
Yeah, perfect. Just drop back. And it's just that decision making that we keep talking about. So an awareness and scanning the pitch, even if you don't have the ball, constantly scanning the pitch gives you an assessment of where the opposition are, but where we are. We don't drop, Kaya battles, and then they come on the attack. But I think if Noah drops and Harry, you drop, nice little ball in from Kaya, and we build from there. Liam, do you want to add anything to that, mate?
I don't think there's a lot to add, really. You know, it's good as well, kind of what you were saying about, you know, if Kaya could also drop and create that space for Simo to drive into. And again, that's something we really want to see more of from the defence, is that driving forward if the space is available.
Yeah. It's just that decision making. If Kaya does drop, does that opposition go with him? And then, as you say, Connor Simo drives in. Okay, this one, exactly what we've been looking for and working on. And we've said it during pre-season that our performances now are certainly 12 months in the making. And, you know, it's no surprise how well we are playing at this current stage. Tobes, you win the ball here, and you brilliantly recognise that we can counter. Chopper, lovely ball layoff here. Sam, you've made that run fantastically well down the left. One touch, bang, and we're in. And then Rhubarb gets a shot at goal. But look at the runners we're getting into that box. I don't think we'd get those 11, 12 months ago. Does Rhubarb make the right choice in shooting? Probably he could square it. You've got Skip, Ryan, and Miles at the back post. But yeah, lovely passage of play. Does everyone see that? how we've been working on that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd also add that probably up until about March, that ball would have just been launched by Tobes.
Yeah, no, I agree.
And now what we're doing, you know, we've been working a lot with Tobes in training about on distribution, that quick throw out, and hitting teams on the counter. You know, we've got the players with pace that have got the ability to make those quick breaks. So let's make the most of them while we can.
Yeah, no, agreed. We've got the pace. Okay, this one for me, with victims of our own downfall, they've got to throw. Miles wins it. I think it's Miles with the chop. It's Chopper. Chopper wins it brilliantly here. Where's the outlet here? Anyone?
Me.
Say that again. Sorry.
That madness in the middle there. The
Ryan.
Me. Ryan.
Yeah. So if we can hit Ryan, so Skip's about to get the ball. Do we think he's scanned there?
No.
No. I don't think he has. Do you?
No.
That ball into Ryan. He holds it up. He's got space to turn. We then have Noah here. Or is that Miles? It's probably Miles, isn't it, Liam?
I can't tell my own son from that far away, unfortunately, but let's run with it.
Let's run with it. Looks like him. But then we've got, you know, we can have options. Chopper then can come in here. But instead, what we do, it's an aimless ball up and we lose the ball. So it's just that everything we keep saying, the awareness, the calmness on the ball, bit of composure, and we're out. Unfortunately, because of that, we've lost the ball and they get a throw in at the far side. I don't think there's much more to add to that. Liam, is there?
No, it's just little details,
Okay, next one. And again, you know, we keep saying if it doesn't come off, keep trying it. But then it's down to decision making. Watch this clip go through. And I want you to ask yourself, is this ball from Sam really on? Let's just see it goes through. Anyone, is that ball really on?
Really?
No.
Credit for you to playing it, Sam. But again, look at the options we've got. And it's about scanning. What would happen if Skip here just drops there? And, you know, we always talk about triangles. If Skip drops in here, receives the ball, and then it's a quick ball into Chopper and he's away. So a quick 1-2, give and go, and working in the triangles we've set. But again, you know, credit to you, but I think if Skip drops, it helps you make a better decision, Sam.
Yeah.
Because then, you know, Skip can then drive in there if he needs to. He's got, is that you? Is that Connor or Kaya here?
Kaya, probably.
Can't really tell. But we can switch it to Miles. We've got Robbo coming in. Plenty of options. So it's about that decision making, about dropping into space and constantly scanning.
It's also about demanding the ball, though, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah. And I don't think that was the theme of last night's session, wasn't it? You know, demanding that ball. I don't think we do enough of that, and that's something to work on over the next month or so. Yeah. Anyone else add anything to that? Anyone? And first of all, do we all see that? How that dropping makes the angle and a better decision?
Yeah.
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 Liam, do you want anything to add to that, mate? Or
No, nothing to add there. You know, ironically, if you look at that picture there, we have actually got the triangle. You can see the 3 points of it. We've just made the wrong decision. But again, that's, you know, I'm not going to sit here and criticise Sam for trying to make that pass, but sometimes, boys, it's about percentages. You know, Sam gets that pass right, you know, 1 in 10 attempts, whereas the simple ball back to Andy is a 9 times out of 10 pass, isn't it? So,
I mean, we saw Sam on the previous clip play a wonderful ball in for Rhubarb. So, but for me, their Skip has to drop, and then we play in that triangle from there. Okay, so excellent defending here. I think from memory we cut the ball out well. So Harry, you've cut the ball out brilliantly. Kaya's on the ball now. Where is the pass here? Where's the simple pass to get us moving? Anyone? We've got Riley and we've got Will Rhodes here on the left.
Riley.
Yeah, Riley or Will. There's no wrong answers, by the way. But I'm just interested in your opinion. There's no need for me, for Kaya, to force that pass. There's no need for him to do what he does, which is go over the top. Because what happens is they cut it out and they're back on the attack. So we win the ball here. Harry, you cut it out brilliantly. Kaya comes in. Simple pass for me here into Riley. Will, off we go. And what have we got down here now if Riley gets this ball?
Overload.
Yeah, an overload, 2v1. So Riley into Will, then Riley, you can go for the overload. So sometimes, you know, it's what we keep saying in training, it's a simple layoffs, it's a give and go. Don't always have to force that issue. Yeah, Liam, do you want to add anything?
I think yeah, there's a good lesson here, lads, that we have been guilty in the past of trying to play the glory ball all the time. Sometimes the best balls are just the simple 10-yard passes square to create space. You know, we don't have to look for those balls in behind all the time. It's better to mix it up and play the percentages, as I sort of mentioned on the last clip.
As we did against Villa, to be fair. But I also think if we keep playing those balls, the opposition get wise to them. Okay. So I love this. Simo, with the aid of Toads, drops. So he receives the ball here, which is great. Good shape. Okay. Sorry, it seems like I'm picking on you, Kaya, but what should happen to this ball now? Bearing in mind, literally 4 minutes previously, we'd just gone through a similar clip. Anyone on answers on a postcard? Where should this first time pass go?
Riley.
Perfect. Or clip it round to Will, back to Riley. Instead, Kaya turns, thinks about it. Even then, he's got an opportunity to release that ball into here. Here's the open space for our left back to come into. We don't choose that option. We turn into traffic. And then because we turn into traffic, Kaya's forced to play that pass. Do we all see that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Kaya, are you on the call, mate?
Yeah.
Yeah. So can you see that, dude? Can you see what we're looking at there?
Yeah.
So Simo, you've dropped, and it's just literally to help us get out here. It's a first time pass. So you've dropped brilliantly here. I love that. They haven't read it. There. That's when that pass goes out, and then we can get up. That's when we get up and we can influence the final third. Even here, you can make that pass. So it's just about what we've always been saying, the awareness, the understanding when to play the simple ball, because it is a team game. So if that ball goes out to Riley, we can then attack and we can get up the pitch. Does that make sense, Kaya?
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. Great stuff. Liam, anything to add to that, mate?
No, nothing on that one.
Okay. Next one, quality. This is just, I love this. One of the moves of the game. All we've been working on, overlapping fullbacks, which is really, we've really started that this pre-season. Triangles, 1-2 touch stuff. So we've got Rambo, Skip, and Chopper. There we go. Rambo continues his run. We've got players into the box. Brilliant stuff. Final ball a little lacking. Maybe we could pull it back to Skip there, but overall, the passage of play was absolutely fantastic. 1-2 touch stuff, working in triangles again. Really good stuff. Yeah, that pleases me knowing. And you know, lads, you should be proud of that. That's a great move. You'd see that move in the Premier League, in the EFL. So well done. Anyone want to add anything to that? Nope. I don't think there's much more to say to that, is there, Liam?
Nope, outstanding, lads. Absolutely outstanding. You know, just go show that comes off the training ground. You know, that's all the hard work we put in at the ranch coming out on the match, on the match day.
Okay, Liam will like this. Excellent shape, this one. So they've got the ball on the left wing. If I pause it there, good defensive shape. We've got the right fullback, which I think is Noah at this point. We've got the two centre halves there. Midfield coming back. Will Rhodes maybe should be further tucked in down here. But we haven't really worked with you, Will, on the out of possession stuff at the minute. But just watch what happens when we're patient, when we stay nice and compact. The easiest thing here is to press that ball. We don't. That's such a hard thing to do. It's discipline. We don't press that ball. Look how they're in a line there constantly. There's no one pressing. Connor maybe should turn left and have a look at the runner here, but no need. Noah wins the ball back. Perfect. Absolutely superb discipline. Well done, lads. Do we all see that? How hard that was, but how good it was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Liam, anything, mate?
That's a year's worth of earache on the training pitch there, isn't it? Me shouting about the line, about the communication. You know, it's all there. It's a delight to see. You know, there's a reason we've only conceded 4 goals in 4 games, and we'll go over the fact that they're from corners, but
haven't conceded a goal yet from open play.
No, our defensive shape so far has been outstanding.
Okay, so we've challenged our centre halves particularly to drive into midfield to create a central overload. This is an excellent example. So Harry is about to receive the ball here. Good shape, back 4's there. Wide forward here, we've got Kaya, deep liar, Connor here. Harry receives the ball. How many opposition players does Harry's ball, once he drives, take out? What have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All of a sudden, 5 players are out the game. Connor can turn, and we're in. Just really, really good football. And they read it well. Will was unlucky, but no, another really good, excellent example. And we've only really been challenging the defence to drive into midfield this pre-season, haven't we, really? So, no, excellent. Well done, Harry. You know, as you drive in here, you give them a decision whether to press. 2 of them press, and they're out the game. So, well done. Well done. Anyone want to add into that, Liam? Anyone else?
I think it's important, actually, Jay, that we just mentioned that the lack of the drive out of the back 4 has actually come from feedback from the academy. So, you know, it's important to say that, you know, the academy are seeing these VOs and giving us feedback, and we listen to that and we learn from that as coaches as well. And actually, once again, you know, we're seeing you deliver it in games. You know, that's only going to go back up the line and impress them again. So keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, it's one of the things they were asking you to do, wasn't it, CMO, to drive in from the back?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, keep it going, lads. Superb. First goal coming up. So we've got a really good shape to us. Nice touch. First touch from Robbo. Lovely finish. Even Martin clapped that one there.
The turncoat.
Yeah. Well done, Robbo. Really good goal. What I love about that, there was a good shape to us. Robbo on the shoulder of the centre half. Will Rhodes on their fullback. So yeah, excellent. Well done. Okay. Another move of the first half for me. Great passage of play. This just showing how far we've come. Our position on the field is excellent. There's a good shape to us. plenty of options for players on the ball. Riley into Will, back again. And I've highlighted there, you know, we always say we work in triangles. So there's the left-sided central midfielder, Connor. We've got the left back, the left wide forward in Will. In midfield here, we've got Connor, Skip and Kaya. And again, Kaya, Connor and the left back there. But it's lovely 1-2 touch stuff. We keep the ball into Simo. And again, another triangle there. Left back, left centre back, the deep liar. It's just wonderful to watch. And then Riley gets poleaxed in a minute. But again, another triangle there. But just pause that there. Just by, I know Riley's been fouled there, but just by moving it quickly in the triangles, 1-2 touch stuff, we're in. Connor can turn, and we've taken out 1, 2, 3, 4 of their players. And now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 against their back 4. And Kaya on the half turn there. So do we see, lads, how effective that, the way we set up, the way we use our triangles, do we see how that can work so well for us?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's brilliant. It's really good stuff. Liam, do you want to add anything to that, mate?
Yeah, there's one key element of that move, and by the way, lads, the football, the passing and move in the triangles, it was fantastic, is the way in that move we recycled the ball. So we probed down the left. We could see we weren't going far. We recycled the ball. We're not scared to pass backwards. So you see at this point, yeah, Riley could play it round the corner, but he's composed and he plays backwards. We retain possession, and then 2 passes later, we're out and we're through and we're in. So sometimes going backwards is as good as going forwards, lads. It retains possession, keeps the opposition off the ball, and with a bit more patience, we're in. Yeah. Ignore the physio moving really quickly onto the pitch there.
Protect the ball. Keep the possession, because if we've got the ball, the opposition can't get it. But no, well done. Superb play. Really good play. Okay, next one. So they're on the attack. Given all we've talked about composure, playing from the back, in this clip, just watch and count. Do we scan to assess the danger? Do we scan to assess where our outlets are? Should we win the ball? And then ask yourself, if we have, and we've seen where our outlets are, Miles here. I can't see who that is. That Riley? I think we switched to the 3-5-2 here, haven't we?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's Miles and Riley. So if we have, we know where our outlets are. We don't scan, but this is all now. The pre-season for Liam and I is we need to get into these good habits. So watch what happens. Just a hoof ball, clear. Could that, if we'd scanned, could Simo then find Riley? Anyone?
Yeah.
Yeah. What happens if we find Riley then? Not a trick question. Anyone?
We're out, boys. We're out, boys, aren't we?
Out maybe.
Adam?
He could drive out maybe.
Yeah, there's no maybe about it, mate. Definitely. He's got acres of space. So just by scanning, but we haven't, and we put ourselves back under pressure. Again, we've just not scanned there. We definitely don't scan there. But if whoever that ball is that Harry? Had we scanned, Miles is in acres of space here. And similarly to Riley, we don't. And we definitely don't scan there. That ball, if we'd scanned, could it go into Ryan? He could hold it up, switch it out here. We had, what, 3-4 opportunities to launch a counter-attack then? So it's about getting into good habits. You know, we keep saying scan, scan, scan. And if we had, we'd have countered there quite quickly and quite easily. Do you see that, lads?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Good. Liam?
Particularly in this game, that's probably a little bit of nitpicking by us as coaches, because as you saw from the first half clips, a lot of the time we didn't do that. We were really good in this game at being calm in possession, particularly in our own half. But it is a good example that, you know, we have to concentrate for 80 minutes and remember the good habits for the whole match, not 60 minutes. We did have a habit last season of playing for 60 and having a mad 20 at some point. Let's make sure we're stringing a good 80 minutes together every week.
Yeah, you know, it goes back to, you'll get a clip of this, but it's about good habits. So scanning, making the right decision, not just clearing the ball. Can we find a red shirt? Making the simple layoff, not trying to force that pass forward. But yeah, you know, plenty of good play. But if we didn't highlight what we can do better, we wouldn't be doing our jobs. Next goal is the second goal. Even the club Twitter feed tweeted it twice. Now, this is a perfect example of what happens when we do scan and we look to play out. This is truly a stunning goal. Simo into Kaya. Again, we've got triangles there. Rhubarb, Skip. Miles on the half turn. In we go. Rhubarb's had a quick scan there. In we go. And now we're breaking. Look how many forwards we're getting forward, or players we're getting forward. Great ball from Skip. Ryan reads it. 2-0. Thank you very much. And that is a 17-second counter-attack from the moment Simo wins the ball. Stunning goal. Everyone appreciate that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A really
That's
good
not
goal.
me on the wing. That's Will.
Who
The
said
other
that?
one. It's Will on the other side.
Who's that?
That's Miles. It's on the other side.
Yeah, no. Didn't I say Miles? I'm sure I said Miles, no?
No, you said Will on the. It was me on the other side.
Nah.
He's claiming his part in the goal of the season there, Jay.
A stunning goal. Really good goal. Superb. Anyone anything to add to that, Liam? No, I think it's quite simple.
I prefer goals like that, boys, to the 40-yard screamers.
Yeah, but that's what
team
happens
goals
when
are
we
a
play
thing
out.
of beauty.
Yeah, without a doubt. But that's what happens when we scan and we play out. Third goal, good numbers in the box. Drops to Ryan. What I love about this is Will Rhodes' position. So we always ask the wide forwards to go for the far post just in case this happens, and he has a tap in. Well done for your first goal for the club, mate. Okay. Anyone want to add anything to that? No. Okay. Last three on this one. So this one is a really good high line. We've gone on the days, I think, where we play a low block, simply because we've got pace in the back four now. And we do this really well. So that is quite a high line, even by our standards. They look to play, but what I love about this is we win the ball really well. Great header, and look at the pace in transition, and then we're in. And all of a sudden we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 against their 4. Superb, really good high line, and we win it, and we break quickly. Liam, do you want to add anything to that, mate? Or
no, superb line, boys. As you know, I love that sort of thing. Just give me 1 minute. My outlaws have just arrived. Just go say hello. I'll be back in 1 sec.
that is recorded for posterity.
Thank you.
Okay, last two then. I love this. This is just an exceptional piece of play. Just look how calm we are on the ball. This is the build-up play we've been working towards. You know, even towards the end of last season, I don't think we'd do this. There's some superb movement. Really good line there across the back four. Not panicking. Into feet. Bring it back. Back into Simo. Nice triangle in midfield. So Rhubarb, Skip, Connor. I love this cushion pass here from Connor. Still holding the ball. Ball back. This is just sublime. Lovely. And then we're in. And they've taken 2 of those out. Rhubarb drives. And gets fouled. Exceptional. Do we see that, lads, in terms of how we're looking to play?
Yeah.
Brilliant play. Really, really good play. Nice and calm on the ball. People showing for the ball. You know, we're not panicking. We're not rushing. It was just, yeah, sensational bit of football. Assured. Sure, Chopper's mum would like this. It's like watching Liverpool, this. Just really good play. And then the ball in from Simo. Connor reads it. Nice set pass. And then we're out. Well done, lads. We do have to touch it. Corner. To be fair, it's a hell of a delivery. It's a really good ball in. Again, we don't have a player on the post. Not that it matters in this situation, but I think we need to give credit where credit's due. It's just a great ball in. We've lost the man running off the ball. In fact, I don't think he even makes a move, does he, there?
He just stands in the line.
He's just there. He just stands his ground. We move away from him. I think if we stand our ground then and make that header difficult, and if he scores from it, fine. But the fact that we've moved away from him and he's got a free header, great delivery, but I think we make that more difficult for him by not moving away from the ball. Did we see that, lads?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think if you stand there and jockey and try and manoeuvre without fouling, obviously, just make that header a little bit more difficult. Okay, but still a great performance. And yeah, and a good win. Really good win. Top performance. So you'll be pleased to know we then go on to last Friday. Can you all still see this?
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Slight difference in the ground, isn't there?
So, I actually thought we played really well in this. We played some lovely stuff in this game, and this was a different challenge. Villa were technically very good, moved the ball around quickly, but didn't really hurt us behind whether it was a back four or a back three. I think that'd be fair, wouldn't it, Liam?
Yeah, I mean, we've had this chat a number of times over the last week or so, but for all their possession, Villa never really hurt us. Our high line came into its own because they kept getting caught offside. I think they got in once, and Toes made a good smothering save, and we switched off from a short corner. But other than that, you know, with the small amount of possession we had, we were a bit more direct. And we made the better chances and certainly should have got at least a draw out of the game.
I agree with that. I think this game showed us how far we've come. We mixed it up really well. We played in nice triangles, 1-2 touch stuff when we could, and then we hit the channels really well when we needed to. So good shape here. 2 banks of 4-4-5-1 with the lone striker up here in Robbo. We win the ball really well here. And then I just want you to ask yourselves, just as this clip comes in, how will scanning and awareness allow us to get out and counter them? So Sam wins the ball here. There's Skip on the half turn. If he has a quick scan as Sam plays this ball there, how does that affect his body shape and where he passes the ball? I'll run that through. Here we go. Great tackle from Sam. Into Skip. There. If he's scanning there, where's he scanning?
To play out from Aaron.
Perfect answer. Yeah. Yeah. So if that ball, if Skip's having a quick scan, Chopper's there on his own, 1-on-1, I'd back Chopper there. And then we're out. He doesn't scan, and we turn into trouble. And we lose the ball. Do we all see that?
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. Liam, anything, mate?
I think Chopper had a nosebleed at this point as well, didn't he?
Yeah. Might have
So
done.
it probably frightened the fullback into getting out of the way.
Okay, back to decision making again. You know, we've had this chat and we had it at the ranch last night in the small-sided game. Why go long here? Why can't one of us just drop? So Sam's on his own. Sam, why couldn't maybe you drop here or Rambo there or even Simo come in here and take the ball? What happens here? So we've got options to drop. None, and the bit I want to look at here is anyone of that back four looking at the ball?
No.
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 No. So Tobes thinks, well, I don't really have a choice here. So he's going to launch it long. And what happens?
Lose the ball.
We lose the ball. Pre-season for me is perfect now to really hone in on that, dropping, giving support for Tobes as we look to build from the back and then go from there. And then we work in our triangles. Then we work, you know, in the 1-2 touch stuff or getting it down the line for someone into the channels. Yeah, but again, it's about getting into good habits. Liam, mate, anything or?
Yeah, I think this is a mindset thing because you know what's happened is we've just caught them offside. Okay, so we've effectively won back possession, and then we've instantly given it away. So if you take out the fact it's a free kick, if let's say Harry Bevan had won the ball there through a tackle rather than catching them offside, what would we be looking to do? Scan, calmness on the ball, players showing, and that's the whole point here. Nobody then shows for the ball. If that had been open play, we would have done. So that's just a mindset. Think about defensive free kicks as with one possession. How can I get back in possession and start to play out?
Yeah, it's a free hit there. We've got a free hit. They can't press the ball because it's a free kick. So we need to start thinking about, okay, well, yeah, as Liam said, it's a mindset. We need to switch on and think, right, I'm going to help here.
Sorry, Judge. I'd say the only time where we want to be launching a free kick is if it's near the corner flag, where you've got very little space to you know, even goal kicks. You know, we want to be looking to play short, play out if we can.
Yeah, as we touched on last night.
Yeah.
Okay, this superb movement. We move the ball quickly once we win the ball. So again, we're moving it quickly. We've won the ball. Sam does brilliantly here. Love that. Into Rhubarb. Nice 1-2 touch stuff. Again, this was when Chopper, you'd gone off with, you'd been elbowed in the nose. So we had Rhubarb wide left. We've got Connor, Kaya and Skip here. And again, everything we've worked on. It's a great switch from Connor. Lovely ball in. Look at Skip's run. How many players have we taken out there? 1, 2, 3. Their fullback's high. Skip's in. And it's a great switch from Connor. Brilliant movement. Unfortunately, we can't get the final ball in. Do we all see that, though? Nice calmness on the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. Lovely 1-2 touch stuff. Triangles are in there. Great from Rhubarb. Their fullback's out the game because he's gone to press Rhubarb as he would because Rhubarb's playing left forward. Skip's realised that. This is what we work on at the ranch. It's getting the runners from midfield in behind. So well done, lads. Anyone want to add anything to that? Nope. Okay. This actually made the Twitter feed. So what happens here? We win the ball back from their goal kick. Front three there, midfield three are here. Love that distance. It's close enough to effect. Sam plays a lovely one-touch ball into Rhubarb. Rhubarb, great switch. And he's unlucky here, Connor. Oof. Anyone tell us what happens when we move that ball quickly? We're scanning all the time, gives us an up-to-date picture of gameplay. What happens? Anyone? Do we get in behind them? Do we take them out of the game just by moving it quickly?
Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
So it's superb play. Really is superb play. And again, it goes back to demanding the ball, decision making, scanning the pitch, but just demand that ball. Okay. Anyone want to add anything to that, Liam, or is that all?
No, nothing to add. That I think that Rodney was so unlucky with that. It was a great build up and a great strike.
Yeah, it was. Okay, we'd gone early. We'd switched early in this game into a 3-5-2. We'd gone after 20 minutes because they were in a similar system to us in a 4-3-3. But what was happening was either their winger, would come in into the old inside forward, if you will, or their striker was dropping deep to give them central overloads. So they invariably had a 4v3 in the middle of the park. But what I love about this is the speed in which we break. So we're constantly highlighting the partnerships. Here we see Ryan come in, left-sided, the left wing back here in Chopper, and the left-sided in Rhubarb. Lovely header in. Chopper, this is a delightful first-time ball, and then Ryan's in, and really, we should be 1-0 up there. But I'll play that back and just watch how all three are scanning. Chopper has a quick look there. Do you see that look? Rhubarb has a look. And now Ryan's on his bike. Great move. Anyone? Have everyone seen that, first of all? The scanning and the quick releases?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, it was a great move. Really good move. Liam, mate, anything to that?
Just goes back to what I said at the top, which is, we didn't have a lot of the ball, but when we got it, we were dangerous, we were quick, we were incisive, our passing was excellent, and that's a classic example of what was good about us. Yeah,
agreed. Okay, again, this clip is everything we've worked on: aggression, attacking the ball. So again, we mentioned earlier about the 3 centre halves driving into midfield. We work on it at the ranch. It's Harry this time. Gives us space and opportunities. Here he goes. Tell us how many opposition players Harry takes out and what is the end result? So just by driving, he's taken out 1, 2, 3 and a 4th player. And they're still in the back 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Their fullback's quite high. How many players have we got there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And all of a sudden, we've got an overload. We run that ball on. Rubah's quite unlucky there. But excellent, Harry. Really good. And those driving into midfield is on purpose. It gives us a central overload. And especially if they're playing a 4-3-3, it just gives us more options. It creates space. So, yeah, excellent. Do we all see that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Liam, mate, anything to that?
No, I think we touched on it in some of the clips in the last game. That's absolutely superb.
Yeah. Okay. So next one, great example of the trigger. So when we've been working on in the 3-5-2, we ask one or both of the strikers to drop, which in turn creates space in behind for midfield runners. So in this instance, Ryan has dropped deepest, with Ollie actually coming to show for the ball, which gives us space in behind. So their defenders, there it is. There's Ryan dropping. This was Will Rhodes in a 10, who performed brilliantly in that game, in that 10 role. If I just pause it there, Ryan's dropped quite deep. Will in the 10 has gone behind him, beyond him. Sorry, we love that. Ollie's now coming in here, but the ball is over to Rhubarb as a midfielder, and he's in. And so a good save from the keeper. So unlucky. Really good move and a wonderful understanding of the triggers we set. Does everyone see that move?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's perfect. Yeah. It's really, really good. Will Rhodes, excellent. I love that. And it's all about, being aggressive on the ball in terms of moving it and really asking questions of the opposition. That's what I mean by aggression on the ball. Not actually punching, kicking people. But we move it well. Well done. Liam, mate, anything to add to that?
Nice to see Rhubarb using his left foot.
Okay, so this one we win the ball back really well. Just going to pause it there. No, not. Let's rerun that because I forgot it paused itself. So we've won the ball. We're breaking. We've got what? Chris has dropped brilliantly. Another trigger set. So we've got a midfield runner behind. I love how well we've got these triggers, and we've only been working on them since coming back to pre-season. Because remember, we didn't do any work on the 3-5-2 towards the end of last season. So we've got runners. Chris has dropped. I'm going to ask you a question now. And in fact, in this game, some lads on the bench saw this too as it was running live. So do we make, I'm going to run this on, and I want to ask you, do we make the right decision on the ball? Are we scanning as we're on the ball? And are we aware of the runs our teammates are making? And then a further question, are we demanding the ball enough? Great touch from Chris. Into Skip. Where's that ball if Skip had scanned?
Riley.
Why? You're right, but why? Hello? Is it because there's no one there? He's in, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. If Skip had literally just got his head up and realised that, hang on a minute, I still think it's 0-0 at this point, isn't it? Yeah. He doesn't see Riley, and then we lose the ball. I think I love that. So yeah, great. We've read the triggers really well. Chris has dropped, Skip's in. That ball now, or even if he takes a touch, needs to go there. So he's drawn the defender. And Riley, that's what I'm going to ask you. Demand that ball, because you've got one touch and probably we go 1-0 up. Does everyone see that?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just it's decision making, and the theme of last night's session was demand that ball, wasn't it? Demand the ball. You know, we're here on merit, and we're wanting to play an attacking game this season. And I think if we slip that ball in, we go 1-0 up. These clips just show just how many chances we had. It's a fantastic performance. Liam, do you want to add anything to that, mate?
No, it just goes to all we were saying, yesterday. Demand the ball. That's the key here. Demand
Okay.
it.
Goal. First of all, are we happy with that setup? All right. 2 people on the post. I think we could do with someone here. Far too much space there. But Skip notices the short corner. He's alert. I love that. Players are on the post. And actually, bizarrely, 1-on-1, he holds the attacker up really well. Riley then comes in, which I'm okay with, because they've still got a person to pass here to. So, okay, we'll match them up 2v2. Fine with that. And then for some reason, great, Riley have gone to close. I'm okay with that so far. Look at what action Riley takes that allows the player to get in, and how can this be avoided? Anyone see that?
No, I couldn't see.
Okay, we'll run that past. Anyone else see that? No. Okay. Liam, did you see it, mate?
When they were doubling up and made
Right,
it easier
yeah.
for him to come inside because of their body shape.
Skips is fine. I'm happy with Skips. So what happens? Riley jumps, turns his back and jumps into the ball. I think if you don't do that, you stand up, that player doesn't get past you. Would that be fair to say?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. If you stand, you've gone fine with you going because they've got 2 players there. So we're fine. We can match them 2v2. But it's this movement here. Everyone watch now. If you don't jump there, there's no way in the world he gets past you because you've literally, if you stand tall, what you've done by jumping is half the contact area. Gives the player the chance to drive through, and then the rest is it. Do you see that, Riley? Hello?
Let's run with yes.
Right, okay. So I think if we just stand up there, that goal isn't conceded. Okay, right. Again,
Jay,
sorry,
I was just,
yeah, go on.
I was just going to make one more point on that. The other thing, and this is a bit of match awareness, the lad that scored the goal was by far their best player, but he was very, very right-sided. The way Skip opened up was really good because he was showing him onto his left.
Yeah.
The jump in allowed him the time to come back on his right foot. We stay on our feet. We keep showing him down the left, showing him back to the byline. They don't score that, and he ain't going to stick in a decent cross on his left peg. It was a good finish. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes you have to take your hat off.
We allow him that finish. If
Yeah, we
stand
allow
up
him that
there,
finish.
We don't jump him, and we stand our ground. He doesn't get past us. Okay, and yet again, a chance, and it's again a few of the lads on the bench. It's called this. I think I screamed at this point. Good movement, Kaya. You've won the ball brilliantly. Where's this ball going to go now? Or looking at that, where should that ball go? Anyone?
To Chris.
Chris. There's no one. Chris has left his fullback for dead. We're in. I can't remember who was on the bench behind me at the time was screaming, oh my God, Chris, he's in. And again, it comes back to be fair to Chris, he is actually demanding the ball. Even Skip at this point is pointing to Chris. So are we aware of the positions of our teammates, the opposition? Are we demanding it again? But we do see Skip pointing. Even there, just slip him in. We don't. And the chance has gone. You know, in a league game, and yes, it's a friendly, but again, we need to get into good habits. We've done so much good work, so much development. We're working really hard. And when these opportunities come in matches, we really have to take them. And it's just getting into good habits. Kaya, you do all the hard work. You win it brilliantly. And it's just sliding him in there. Because you've got that pass. It's not like you can't do it. You know, Skip's pointing. Just one pass and we're in. And probably the equaliser. Would that be fair, Kaya?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyone want to add to that? Does everyone see that, first of all?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Liam, mate, do you want to add anything, mate?
Scanning. Simple as that, isn't it? Scanning.
Awareness, scanning, release the ball. We're in. He's made a great run. And, you know, Chris, we know we'll stick that away. And we're level. Okay. There's so much to, and we know what's coming. The ball did cross the line, but there's so much to admire about this play. Lovely setup by Miles. Great set pass. Got the triangles. We've got the front two in tandem. Back three working really well. Love that Simo just dropping off there, just in case. Everyone, look, the runs of Skip and Miles are great. So as that ball breaks here for Rhubarb, why are the two centre halves unable to press that ball? Why are these two unable to go?
Ryan and Chris should be in.
Yeah, exactly. And Skip's here. Miles, I love that run. So, you know, they've got 1, 2, 3, 4 to our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got an overload, and we use it brilliant. It's a great hit. Keeper parries over the line. I know I'm being picky, but whether it's over the line or not, we have to take those chances when they're gifted to us. We hit it straight at the keeper, where, you know, a little bit of a lift and we're level. We had so many chances in this game. It was a really, really top draw performance. I know I'm being really picky at the end there with that finish, but if, you know, it's small margins, and we've deserved something from this game without a shadow of a doubt. Our performance was exceptional. But excellent move again. You know, really, really good move. And Kaya, you know, you win that. Miles, great set pass here. And then, you know, Kaya, you play it quick, we're in. And just by that quick pass, it's a great pass, and we're in. And it's just unfortunate. Probably did cross the line, but then we do need to stick that away. Anyone want to add anything to that? No? Liam?
Moral victory. Yeah, unfortunately, I seem to remember me giving a similar goal against us last season. So sometimes you have to be honest. But there we go. We'll move on.
Yeah. Okay. And still time for one more chance. So Tobes picks up the ball. We're clearly chasing the game. And again, it's a great decision. We go into the channels. Chris runs it brilliantly. And we're getting bodies in the box. Ryan exactly where we want him, moving across just in case Chris can get that ball in. Miles in support. Skip. And I think that's Rhubarb. Yes, it is Rhubarb, the way he's running. At this point, I'm not sure. Their coach was constantly saying, oh, it's going long again for 80 minutes, you know what to expect. I'm not sure I completely agree with that analysis of our approach. As we've seen, there's no way we went long all the time. We've really mixed it up, as Liam said, early doors. So,
well,
you know,
what we did, guys, is we went direct when we went 1-0 down with 10 minutes to go.
But still playing some good stuff. Even the chance there, you know, was a pass in between the lines. So I think the coach, bless him, was saying that because we were rattling them and we were on top. So this ball is exceptional. Sam Ridgway, this is a great pick. It's a hell of a ball in. Unfortunately, Rhubarb just couldn't get enough on it. Superb control and turn. I think next time he smashes that top corner. But listen, lads, this is a game that highlighted how far we've come recently, how we're able to mix our approach play up brilliantly, when to, you know, find the channels, be a bit more direct, and when to play between the lines, 1-2 touch stuff. A really, really sublime performance. So please take on board what we've said, what we've highlighted, you know, the releasing of the ball quicker, especially when we've got other players in superb positions. I'm delighted with the performance. You know, Liam and I both have said over the last course of this week that the performance in this game was superb. And historically, the club have struggled against Villa, but we didn't. We should have come away with something. We should have come away with at least a draw. But let's get into good habits pre-season. That's what it's all about. So I think, no doubt, I don't think, I know, we'll be ready to hit the ground running come September. Anyone want to add anything to that, Liam? Anyone else?
I think all I've got to add is, you know, we've still got another 6 or 7 pre-season matches. We've got quite a lot of sessions at the ranch to come. We can refine these, boys. I think the progress you are making, let's be honest, boys, it's you that's making the progress. It is absolutely phenomenal. You know, and if we keep moving in this direction, you know, we're going to be very, very competitive this season in the JPL. So, you know, let's keep working hard. Your application at the ranch has been absolutely amazing. Your willingness to learn and listen has been brilliant. and keep it up, boys. Keep it up, because it's going to be an exciting season.
Yeah, I second that. And, you know, as I said to you, start of pre-season, you know, demand of each other, we'll demand of you. And you know, together we win together, we lose together, and we draw together. We're in it together. And it's, yeah, an exciting season ahead. Any questions, anyone? No? Perfect. Right. For those on holiday, have a great holiday. Liam, have a cracking holiday in Tunisia, mate.
Thank you. I was about to give you my rendition of leaving on a jet plane, but I won't. I'll spare you that.
And to those of you at the Kieran Joyce Memorial, we will see you, or I will see you on Saturday.
Yeah, and good luck for the next couple of games while I'm away, boys. Really looking forward to seeing and hearing. Well, have we still got VO, Jay?
I don't know. I don't
All right.
know.
Well, hopefully we have, and I can watch it when I get back. So.
Indeed. Yes. Brilliant. Okay, everyone. See you Saturday. And those on holiday, like I said, have a great one. Catch you later.
Cheers, folks.
Thanks, James.
Cheers, guys. Take care. Bye.
Bye-bye.